and welcome to Telegraph Studios. I'm Alistair Bruno. Today we're talking about how to keep electronic payments secure. And joining me is the President of Enterprise Security Solutions at MasterCard, Ajay Bala. Good morning.
Good morning, Alistair.
So let's get to these technological developments that are taking place right now. Tell me a little bit more about them with electronic payments.
I would say there are really three things which have really changed the payments ecosystem. The first one is the EMV, which is the chip on your card, which you see, the small chip on the card, and that has made payments very, very safe and very secure. In fact, we have seen research that very clearly indicates that in countries where EMV has been introduced, fraud has gone down by almost 70%. The second thing is the authentication technologies around the world. So from an online perspective, we have a very safe product. It's called Secure Code, which basically authenticates the consumer when they do any digital transaction. And that's a password. Last year we did more than 2 billion Secure Code transactions. And our research has shown that retailers who use it, their transactions approval rates go up by more than 15%. And what it does, it basically helps identify the consumer. And we are testing new technologies, facial technologies, voice recognition technologies, fingerprint technologies to make that authentication product even more simple, even more convenient for consumers going forward. And you're going to hear more about it as we launch these programs globally. And the third key thing which we have introduced in the recent past is the tokenization technology, where there is a token which is put on your card securely, and that does a very, very secure EMV-like transaction.
Well, you say all of these wonderful innovations and developments, but we hear day after day about fraud and hacks and breaches and so on. Are we actually just lagging behind the cyber criminals?
Actually, the payments ecosystem is very, very safe. The very fact that we have such a large ecosystem working safely and securely demonstrates that. I mean, if you just look at MasterCard numbers, we processed more than $4 trillion in volume last year with over 39 billion transactions. That's a big system, and it takes a lot of technologies to keep that system working safely and securely. So I would say the system is very, very safe. Yes, we need to continue to innovate, and we need to continuously upgrade our technologies to keep the system absolutely safe and secure. And I think the retailers can do a lot as well to help keep the ecosystem safe. They need to keep their systems updated. They need to invest in the latest terminals technology. They need to ensure that their systems are continuously updated. And they need to have a regular testing schedule to ensure that the systems are regularly tested. You know, the criminals are not going to work on the retailer's schedule. So the retailers need to ensure that they are one step ahead of these criminals. And lastly, I think in the overall payment ecosystem, the retailers need to remember that there is risk and reward. So retailers who keep their systems very, very safe will, of course, reap the rewards of keeping their system safe, because they will get consumer trust, and they'll get consumer loyalty, and they'll get more business.
So do you think consumers will actually end up avoiding those retailers who've suffered from data breaches and frauds and hacks and so on?
The two most important things for consumers are convenience and security. And that is a very tough balancing act for us, because we can make things very, very secure, but then it also introduces a level of complexity in terms of passwords, etc. So what we have been trying to do over the years is invent technologies that make MasterCard payments safe, simple, and smart.
Well, it's been absolutely fascinating to talk to you. Thank you so much indeed. Ajay Bala from MasterCard. Thank you.
Thank you, Lister. Safe shopping.